Hey, everybody. Hey, good day. Did you catch Dave Jose on, oh my goodness, the Stu Peters show? That was awesome. And Sheriff Darleaf, I suggest that's a good one for you to watch. Um, and in fact, sir, I'm dedicating this video to you. A couple of fine gentlemen attended a constitutional meeting that you were attending today. And they came with some paperwork and wanted to offer you education and a chance to do the right thing. I got the distinct impression there was a lot of uninformed people there who believe that they know things that they just don't. The fact of the matter is, we have all power as the people. Now, you might be saying to yourself, Ethan, you do not look like a executive manager. You tell me what an executive manager is supposed to look like. Should I be wearing a suit and a tie? You know, I have some pretty fine clothes. I used to. I did. Until government decided they wanted to take everything I have because I came up with a great discovery for humanity. I discovered gum tissue rejuvenation. And when I did, the government decided we're going to attack this man and we're going to spend billions of dollars doing it so that we destroy his life, we destroy his relationships, we destroy his business, and we deny the world population good oral health, optimal oral health. Because you see, Sheriff Darleaf, with marijuana, I remove calcified oral plaques. I prevent calcified oral plaques. I restore lost gum tissue. I prevent lost gum tissue. And yet, government agencies, departments, divisions, institutes, centers, they're supposed to be here to serve the people and the best interest of the people, have been doing the exact opposite. Now, I'm going to bring on the two fellas that attended the meeting so they can describe some of the things that they witnessed and some of the conversations that they heard, and they can bring it up to speed as to the little bit of information that I'm going to share now. I have a stack like this. Many court cases. I have held court in the court of record with the United States Patent and Trademark Office, with the DEA, with the Michigan governor, and many others. And I win every time. Now, the Kalkaska County Sheriff, he is also in a bad situation. The Kalkaska County prosecutor resigned and left office July 31st. I served paperwork June 28th. The sheriff was supposed to arrest that man. He didn't. The undersheriff was supposed to arrest the sheriff because the sheriff is a treasonous rat. The undersheriff did not arrest the sheriff. The next in line is to arrest both of them. They didn't. All right. I have been everywhere, sir. I've been attacked internationally. I've been attacked federally. I've been attacked by the state, by the county. These trespasses are trespasses. I am to be protected. My sheriff is to protect me. Now, my sheriff has got a jurisdiction, kind of like you got a jurisdiction. And I hear tell that you can't operate outside your jurisdiction. Well, that's why I gave you authority to do that, sir. So that you can operate outside your jurisdiction. I also understand that you were scared. You were scared. You were nervous that the state was setting you up, that the state was attacking you. Well, possibly then you can commiserate with me, because I don't think, for a fact, I know. And you have the court cases in your hand. Now, I need, and the people need, a jury. Court has been held, sir. There is no more court to be held. It's time for sentencing. It's time for restitution. It's time for justice. Everything I've done has been lawful. Everything I've done has been powerful. Everything I've done has been done with integrity and dignity. I am the executive manager for the great state of Michigan in a state of emergency. I am the prosecutor. I am one of the people. I am the claimant. I am part of the Constitutional Accountability Committee. Doesn't matter what I look like. Clothes make the man? So you judge a book by its cover? Is that how it is? Mr. Leaf, we got your back, provided you're a man of honor. You signed up, you ran for that position. You got elected. You took an oath. You have responsibility and duty, as do I. You think I'm biting off more than I can chew? You think I'm biting off too big a bite? Brother, I'll take a bite out of you like nobody has ever done, because you have the document in your hand. Now, once I take that document up to the notary jurat, and my autograph goes on there, and the notary jurat witnesses my autograph and seals and stamps that it is a court of record document. And when I serve it on you, sir, we are in court. You are in my court. You are in the people's court. Now, the document you got in your hand, I'm going to work on. Because the things I heard today, I'm not happy about. I hear treason talk. I hear coward talk. And I'm not playing, because this is war. There is a war on the people. And it's going to end. I strongly suggest, sir, that you watch the Stu Peters show. You listen to Dave Jose. You take a good look at that paperwork in your hand. I want to meet with you. I called your office over a week ago. I explained to the nice person on the other end of the phone that this was important, and you can call me after hours if that makes it easier for you, because you have responsibility and duty. Um, and maybe you're just so busy serving the public and looking out for our safety and protecting us that you just can't get to the phone on business hours. So I made myself available to you anytime. But just like the Kalkaska County Sheriff, he refuses to meet with me. Oh, he's happy to send TNT over here. Oh, he's happy to put me in prison for life. He's happy to deny you, your family, and all the people and all the mammals of the world good oral health. As is Gretchen Whitmer. Now, Gretchen panicked so much, apparently, the FBI got involved in a kidnapping plot that got foiled. Now, guess what? If that kidnapping plot had not been foiled, you know it was instigated by the FBI. You know that the FBI is responsible for that whole thing, not us citizens of the state of Michigan. Why do you think they were doing that, sir? I know why I think they were doing it. Because this boy right here, the one who does not look like an executive manager to you, I lost my train of thought. I did. I brain farted there. I got so much in my head. I don't look like an executive manager. Your opinion doesn't matter, sir. What matters is the law. I could care less about your opinion if you think I'm biting off more than I can chew. If you think I look the part, my actions will show you the part. Now, again, sir, I sent the boys down there because you are a constitutional sheriff. You advertise as a constitutional sheriff. Now, we got a real serious situation here because the sheriff of Kalkaska has breached his duty. The governor has breached her duty. They need to be held to account. I have held court. They should be in jail, but they're walking around free. And by you refusing to do your duty, you're giving aid and comfort. So I'm not here with a complaint. I'm here to take care of business because that's what I do. Now, you're welcome to reach out to me and talk with me and work with me. That invitation is there. And I'm going to attempt to have a conversation with you when I deliver that paperwork. And I'm hoping that you'll accept it with a handshake and say, sir, what's the next order? But if you don't, that's okay. Because that's your decision. That's your choice. And it's going to be something you're going to live with. Doesn't change my position at all. Doesn't change my job. I just move on to the next. So I love you, sir. I believe you have a good heart. And I know you know fear. because my boy scared you today. That's what the American people are dealing with. Every time one of your cars gets behind them, you operate outside your jurisdiction all the time, yet you're concerned about operating outside of your jurisdiction. This is a real conflict of interest for me. So I want to help you. I do. I want to help all the people. And I am. Now, whether or not I'm able to help you depends on you. Just know that it doesn't matter what I look like, and it doesn't matter what your opinion is. What matters is the law. And I know the law, and I know how to apply it in a court of record. So, blessings on you, sir. And for the audience, when those two gentlemen are available, yeah, wasn't that great? Dave did a really good job, and so did Stu. Everyone needs to watch that. And oh, that what a reach! Yeah, after the better part of a year, now Dave's voice has reach. So that's awesome. Yeah, the gentleman, we'll get him on the phone, and I'll just set it right up here by the mic, and they'll be able to talk a little bit about some of the things that they experienced, and oh, hey, you're glad you found me? Well, I'm glad you did too. I'm glad you did too. Spread the word. Spread the word. Everybody needs to create a notice of liability and serve it on their sheriff. I got videos I talk about. I'm going to keep talking about this. And now I've been creating notice of liability per state because it's just less trouble educating your servants. However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the best, well, maybe the best. It's so strong and it's good in every state because all men are created equal. So how can I have a right that you don't have? Oh, well, you live in Michigan and I live in California. Well, you have the same right because all men are created equal. If it's written in this state and it's not written in the other states, it applies everywhere. So I find 4 states where it is written that we can prosecute our own case, our own civil cause. Now, if I only looked at my Constitution in, say, 46 other states, I might not know that I can prosecute my own cases. So I've studied all the states' constitutions because I want to know what my rights are, because it's not taught, because the bar doesn't want us to know. Because if the bar knows who we are, then we're not slaves. And since the bar likes us to be slaves and they like conflict, and they like us to be in misery and worry and pain, and, you know, kind of like you were worrying today. Yeah. So, things are changing. God is bringing justice. He is. All you got to do is open your eyes, take a look around. It's happening all around. The people are waking up. Now, it's very interesting. The 2 gentlemen that came to see you today are some of the most intelligent men I know when it comes to Constitution. Because when I talked with them and explained things to them, they grasped it quite well. Yet, as they were traveling back and we're having a phone conversation, and I said, understand. One of them comes back with, "Oh, you. That's one of the things I learned. You can't say that." I think I said slave. And then, what right do you have to tell me what I can say and what I can't say and what it means and what it doesn't mean? And then we all had a good laugh. Because you see, there's a common law teacher who's very well respected that apparently is teaching people don't say understand, because that means you are under. Well, the thing is, there's just some bad teachings. And if you're in an administrative court, if you have been tricked into an administrative court, if you have submitted yourself to an administrative court, you say you understand, well, you're right in their trap. With a notice of liability, you will never be in an administrative court. Never. It just won't happen because they have no jurisdiction. You cannot administer a free man. No man or entity has title over a free man. You have immunity to arrest. The definition of arrest is stop. You have immunity from being stopped by anybody, even a guy with a badge. That's a fact. It's a trespass of your rights. So you put a dollar amount in there for a first trespass and a charge of treason, a dollar amount for the second trespass and charge of treason, a dollar amount for third and every subsequent trespass and charge of treason. You put this in a court of record document. It is unrebutable. 100% unrebutable. So stand on it. Own your authority. Know who you are. You're an American. You have immunity. You have liberty. You have freedom. You have franchise on your liberties. They can never be abridged. They can't be divided. They're inherent. They're yours. So own it. Put your vehicle into private. It's very easy. The video is clearly titled. It's easy to find. Put your title and vehicle into private. I think it's the title. Now you don't need that registration. You don't need that tab. You don't need that license plate. And you don't need that operator's license. Because you have the right to travel. You have the right to the roads. You have the right to own private property. All right. So, Riveted, how'd you hear about me? And do you have any questions? Is there something you want to know? Amen, Riveted says. I'm going to do a lot more talking. I have a Telegram channel for oral health. It was gifted to me by a troll, someone who didn't want me talking about common law and was doing everything he could to make my life miserable and make me look bad and discredit me. So the more I distance myself from that, the better off I am. So it's been done. And it's nice not having that troll in my life. But he's liable to come sneaking back in. That's how they are. And then you got gatekeepers. Then you got snakes. And they're all parasites. All right? They're all parasites. My eyes are so tired. Where did I learn my stuff? Well, that's interesting. And it's maybe not a simple answer. You see, I have a lifetime of experience. that I can draw on. I have very good critical thinking capabilities. I believe I do better than most people that I know or have been around. Um, as far as learning the constitutions and the power that we have that is guaranteed to us in these constitutions, I only started learning about that this spring after I had talked with many so-called constitutional attorneys. I was searching out constitutional attorneys, and I'd start talking with them, and then I'm over their head. I don't even know anything yet, right? I don't even know zero nada. I'm just talking from life experience, a lifetime as an entrepreneur and a businessman, and a little bit of knowledge that I have to that regard. And 15, 20 minutes into conversation, I got to refer you to somebody else. There's too much. I go through about 6, 7 constitutional attorneys like that in a matter of days. And I am literally praying to God, help me. And I'm interested in election integrity, and I'm following along with the election integrity. And I see Dave Jose on a show, and I start listening to him. And one of the first things I hear from Dave is, "You have all power," and I'm like, "Yeah, right. Give me a break." And you see, I was brainwashed, just like you. And to get over that mental block, I had to do a lot more than just listen to Dave. I had to study and study and study. And I couldn't afford to take one of Dave's webinars. It's not there. Everything is just so tight, so thin all the time. And so actually, it's probably the best thing for me and for you, because now I am a warrior, far more knowledgeable than I would have been had I taken Dave's class, and then probably would have said, "Hey, Dave, what do you think about this or that?" Asked the question, let him hold my hand, right? But I had to deal with some very high profile or respected or powerful type individuals, like the head of the United States Patent Office and an examiner, the head of the DEA, governor, attorneys, prosecutor, sergeant of the state police, then the sheriff, and then in panic mode, they violated my rights again, trespassed upon me again, because I believe they thought they could trick me into being a slave and follow their orders and their threats, which they sent to me in the mail. However, I responded in court, my court. And this is dealing with the county clerk. Now, the judge is not involved at this point, but the panic is there, and it's obvious because the judge decides to get involved, and the judge has given me evidence of operating outside of her jurisdiction. That's treason. So I started working on the judge's court case weeks ago, but it's not a priority for me. I'll get it done. I don't have a jury right now, and I've just been too busy fighting for you, fighting for your freedom, fighting for your health, and building a team of warriors. And it's happening. It is, and we're making progress. And I have faith that Sheriff Darleaf is going to have a come to Jesus moment, and he's going to come to the realization that the Mr. Dean position is strong. It's more than strong. It cannot be touched, and you can't run and hide from it without consequences. However, that's not my intention to attack you, sir. My intention is to give you the authority and the power to do your job, which you're restricted on. Now, the people up here in Kalkaska County need a lawful sheriff's department. I intend to see that happens. The people of this great state need a governor that's not a treasonous rat. I intend to see that happens, sir. So I'm not playing. And with love in my heart, integrity, honor, I'm coming. I'm coming with righteous indignity to set my brothers and sisters free and to hold our public servants accountable. You ran for that office. You took that oath. You put that badge on. And now you want to say, oh, we're just going to take small bites. Oh, we're just going to take baby steps. Well, how's that going to work out when the communists come crossing the border into our country and they're throwing everything at you? You're just going to say, well, I'm just going to get my slingshot and, baby step. Maybe I take out a guy's eye. That's not how you play war. And we don't play war. We fight war. And we don't fight war to lose. We fight war to win. And, sir, we are at war with the bar. They are a private foreign entity. They are not aligned with the interest of the American people. They are not authorized by government. And they have infiltrated every aspect of society, including our judicial. We do not have a constitutional judicial. And you got bailiffs in their courts. Shame on you, sir. So, you've been dumbed down like I have been dumbed down, like everybody has been dumbed down. And so I'm here with the constitutional kiss. And this kiss is keep it stupidly simple. If the stupid can understand it, the dumbed down can own it. And we do. And we're getting smarter all the time. And we are restoring our brain to its original functioning capacity where we can understand that we have immunity to arrest. We have franchise on liberty, franchise on freedom, and our public servants are there to serve us. And we have all power. And you're going to be in my court. I hope that we have a handshake and you accept my order and you start taking care of business the way you swore to when you took that office. Otherwise, it's just not going to work out well for you. And then old Sixberry is going to have to arrest you. Sixberry, you got the cojones to arrest Sheriff Darleaf? Because if Sheriff Darleaf decides to give aid and comfort and be a treasonous rat rather than a hero, paperwork is going to force you to arrest him or be a treasonous rat yourself. And if you both decide to be treasonous rats, it falls to the next in line. And there's nothing you can do about it. It is the law. You like the law, right? You got a badge on. You said, vote for me. Vote for me because I am going to be your sheriff. Well, be an honorable sheriff, sir. I'm here to help you. I am. I want to be your friend. I want to be your comrade. But I'm not begging you. And I'm not asking you. I am flat out telling you. Lawfully. You either do your duty or you suffer the consequences. And Mr. Sixberry, that's going to go for you too. Take a look at the comments here. Let's see if there's anything I need to answer. Yeah, he swore an oath, or he should have. If he's in that office, he didn't swear an oath, we got another problem, don't we? So we are going to unslave Americans one phrase at a time, one article and section at a time, one video at a time. So if you got any questions before we go, put them in the comments. The People's Bureau of Investigation, it is what it is. Hey, would you like to come on? Would you like to ring me up and come on? I think that's Joe. I'd like to talk. Because he was there with our sheriff. Oh my goodness, what's going on here? Got so many things happening on this phone. Now that was from Michigan. That's interesting. That's Grand Rapids. What do we got here? Okay, I'm not sure. And sorry about that. All right, I'm just not sure he's ready to come on right now. But they are. They're going to come on. They're going to talk about what they heard. It seems like there's some gatekeepers there or some very heavily brainwashed or just plain old asleep know-it-alls. Huh. Yeah. So nobody knows it all. But the things that we learn about our Constitution, we know it and we own it. And then we're free. And that's a beautiful thing. Because we don't want to feel that fear that you felt today, sir. And neither do you. So, for everybody, we're going to do the right thing. So, everybody create a notice of liability. I'm going to create that document. It's only going to just be one. And if you want to change it to your state, just so it's easier for you to deal with your education for your politicians, that's okay. But it's not that hard because really you just need to say that all men are created equal and you can't have a right that I don't have. This is America. You have been served. If you trespass upon me, it's going to cost you a lot of money and charge of treason. You might spend the rest of your life behind bars. So, common law is harsh. It's also righteous. And the main rule is cause no harm. Isn't that a beautiful thing? Just cause no harm. And if you do, well, make it right. Yeah, because there's no need to get an attorney involved. There's no need to get law enforcement involved. There's no need to get your servants involved. If you can just straighten out the situation, man to man, male or female, doesn't matter, man to man. So let's just say I dinged your car, you dinged my car with the other car. And that means one of us caused harm to the other's property. Well, we can agree on how that gets handled. And there's no need for anybody to get involved. There's no need for any kind of charges. Well, what kind of charges are they going to put on you? They can't, because you have national immunity. So the notice of liability is going to be available on the People's Bureau of Investigation website. So it's easily accessible, and so that people start to learn about the organization, which is yours. It's your website. It's your team. It's there for you, and you can participate, or you can be thankful that there are those who do. All right, everybody. I don't want to make this run too long. We're running up over 40 minutes now, but I just need to get a few words out for the people and for Sheriff Darleaf, because I love you, man. I want you to be a patriot and a hero. I'm going to do my best to help you get there. I hope that you'll reach out and talk with me. All right, everybody. I love you. Peace out. Stay strong. Catch you next time.